Cool.
And see, look, there's already a thumbs up.
Hey, awesome. Who is it? It's not me.
I don't know. So people will start to join, I think.
I don't see it yet on your channel.
Okay.
It's all good though. My first time going
So
live.
there it is,
Oh, sweet. Let's do it.
But maybe turn the volume all the way down.
Yeah, mute it.
So unannounced.
There's the notification right there.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. We're good to go.
So you're on the live chat. So we have, see now people are signing on. So we
Awesome.
have like 3 people. So Jeremy, hey
14.
boys, Hunter. So they'll start. No. So yeah, people are signing in.
Retro Weld.
Yeah.
I heard Sushi. What's up, man?
Yeah. Hey guys.
Sailing driver.
Yep.
Awesome. I know some of these names.
Yeah, you'll recognize quite a few of them actually.
Steven.
So no real major topic, guys. We're just doing a live show together. So if you guys
Tennessee Mike.
if you guys have any questions or want to hear something, know something, can you hear us okay? Because the mic's a little bit further away from me than it usually is.
Yeah. Face reveal.
Yeah, we're
We're
not seen Bruce.
super handsome guys. We're really fit and attractive.
Yes,
and
these
so-
are all truths. Can you guys hear us okay?
Never seen Rob's face.
I'm gonna delete this right after the live is done, so then you guys can't go back. So you have to screenshot right now if you want to keep my picture.
Blue shirt Buddha, what's up, man?
Audio.
Okay, audio says yes.
Okay, good. We'll talk later. We'll whisper. Can you guys hear us now?
What do you guys want to talk about? Hello from Miami. Man, these are coming in too fast.
Oh, yes. I was reluctant to wear it for a while, and then Bruce kind of like forced it onto my wrist, and
Yeah.
now I'm gonna try to like escape artist with it. So, because it feels super good on
It's
wrist.
nice.
Yeah, it feels natural on wrist.
I'm wearing the Bling Master 5000 today. Full light
not-
color gold.
That's not you didn't wear that today though.
No, I wore this today, actually, guys. It is a Longines Heritage 1945 on loan, and super awesome watch. I might be buying it, actually, because the guy that lent it, Rocky, I don't know if you're watching, yeah, it's for sale, so.
I haven't been checking emails, guys. So if you're sending me emails, I've not. Oh, thanks,
Tracer?
Floridian. Yeah, we talked about that, so we'll get those on the channel soon. So I appreciate you sending those over. Excited to see those. Oh, where'd those other watches go?
Which ones?
Well, the ones that I thought were kind of compared to Tracers. Well,
Oh, I have
Maybe.
them over there.
nah, well, don't worry about it.
Okay. There's some cool content coming up. I'm sure you'll review them. I'll review them. But yeah, they're like Luminox / Tracer, kind of that military tactical look,
Maybe better.
but better. I think they're done better.
Yeah.
Screw down crowns, ceramic bezels.
So Steven's asking about the new Timex. Really want to see that. A new Timex looks pretty killer. So I don't know if you looked at it.
I just saw a picture of it. I haven't, yeah,
Yeah.
other than that.
It's pretty clean. It looks like a really nice design. I'm a big fan of it. So
We did do some watch shopping. Yeah, we went to a few places, didn't we? Didn't buy anything though. We bought knives, actually. I got a new flipper from Giant Mouse Knives. Really nice.
that sounds made up.
Dude, check out the mouse on there. The Giant Mouse Knives, man. It's a real thing.
Okay. I bought a buck because I don't know what a giant mouse knife is. I don't even like little mice, let alone giant mice. So I bought a nice buck auto.
Ah, that's a nice one.
Yes.
Super hefty too. It's got good weight to it.
Yes, I'll probably never carry it. So super chat. Thanks. I'm in.
Awesome.
So yeah, the new Timex automatic looks dope. I'm sure I'll get it on the channel at the point. I'm sure you will too.
Probably.
I don't know if I'm gonna rush out and buy it. It's 400 and I think we lagged out or something, but new Zelos HH coming soon. So hopefully that'll come out soon. It might just be you.
That's probably me.
The new Timex. Hey guys, Robert's
Robert.
chiming in.
What's up?
Trying to think what else is going on with the watches.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The most unusual
Oh, yeah.
watch and it's not new. It's been
No,
out.
like 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
So I looked at some crazy watches, some watches I didn't expect to see. What was that? Rainbow GMT or something? The Rolex?
Yeah, rose gold GMT, iced out in areas with the ruby and sapphire bezel.
Yeah,
Totally cool, man.
yeah, insane watch.
What, like $100,000 too.
Yeah, beautiful watch. I put it on layaway, but no, I didn't. I can't afford it. So no, the one watch that I actually thought that I wouldn't like, because I wouldn't even have probably went over and looked at all the Tag Heuer section, but there was one called a Link Caliber 5. It was a Basil World release in 2017, I
It
think.
was 17.
Integrated right off the watch head into the bracelet, and they did the Link, the traditional, when you think Tag Heuer, the traditional Link bracelets are super comfortable, but it looks like they took it up a notch. The chamfering, the polishing on it,
Well done, all the way around.
yeah, a really good looking watch.
And even the dial, like it had really, really angular facets to the applied markers and
Yes, very
the
good looking.
pretty blue color. I mean, he put it on. I'm like, dude, that's you, man. Dude, that looks at home on your wrist.
Very good
So,
looking watch. So if you get a chance, look it up.
yeah.
I don't know that I'll get one in because I think gray
Okay.
market might be able to pick them up for like 1,200 maybe.
Yeah.
The retail on it was like 3,000.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm paying 3,000 for it. So
The salesman was a little hopeful though when we were showing him to you.
I think all salesmen are hopeful. What else did we say that was really cool?
Let's see. Well, my favorite thing is probably my next purchase, this
Yeah.
Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich. I cannot get that out of my head. So I'm going to be in Phoenix in about a month, and I was emailing the store that's in Phoenix, seeing if I could buy it down there. That saved me some sales tax, which, on a $6,000 watch, that helps out a bit. So I don't know, we'll see if that'll happen.
And the blue shirt's asking about the Breitling. Yeah, we checked out some Breitling. There's some really good ones. I even tried on some larger ones. The
Super Ocean, right?
Yeah, I think I could do a Super Ocean in 42. I think that's a really
No,
good
44. Because the 42 looked like a 40. And the 44 looked like a 42, right?
looking. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I probably won't buy either though.
Yeah.
I can't buy expensive watches anymore. It's just not in me.
We'll trade up vintage diver. Sorry, what did that say?
Yeah, you read comments.
Okay.
Check
I got a
out
question
Nomos.
here.
We did look at Nomos a little bit, but I didn't take a bunch of them out of the case. For Nomos, I still kind of gravitate towards just the entry level. And I think I do that with most brands. I'll gravitate whatever the brand is.
Hey,
or the
Rocky,
price
what's up,
range.
man?
I really think that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
In the Nomos line.
Nice size.
Yeah.
And you get the engraving on the back. Something
yeah.
special.
That'd be
you
an
know?
awesome gift watch or something like that.
Yeah. So cool collaboration, guys. Love this. Thanks. Any option for a GMT under $500? Well, Zelos had one, but that was pre-order price, right? That was the Horizons GMT. I'm pretty sure that was under 500 when it first debuted, but I don't think you can get them now for under that. Any other under 500? At least not mechanical, right?
No, there is some good quartz ones. But yeah, you start getting below 500 on the autos or the automatic GMT. I mean, you can look at, you can look at the purest line for the glycine. I think those are great. They're unique. They're their own thing. They're not a homage watch. You can also look at, if you're fine with homage, you can look at some more affordable homage type GMTs, whether it's going to be the Squale you can get used maybe under 500, or Steinhardt. You can do Steinhardt under 500 used. You could maybe stretch your budget a little bit, because I mean, what does 500 really mean? Are you stuck at 500, or can you wait a little bit and go 700?
Okay, so we got a question here. I know Bruce has reviewed the Oris Aquis and the Breitling. Big upgrade or not? Yes, it's an upgrade, but I wouldn't say it's big. The Aquis is amazing. We actually looked at some Aquises too when we were out. And I mean, for the price, it really gives you a lot. But the Breitling, I don't know. I like the Breitling more, but it's quite a bit more. You got to decide where the diminishing returns kind of
Big time.
where they kind of kick into place. And for me, I'd probably rather have a Breitling than an Oris, but it's not like you're going to get a bad watch either way. So I'd say the difference is there, but it's not huge, in my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it's definitely comparing. Other than the price difference, you're definitely comparing apples and apples, but they're two different kinds of apples. So I think it depends on what kind of apple you like better.
Cooper Grill says Seiko Snowflake or Manta. For me, Snowflake all day long. I know you don't really like Grand Seiko all that much. Like, you can appreciate them, but man, I pick the Snowflake. I love the Snowflake. Such a cool dial.
How much is a snowflake?
Well, they sell for about 4,000. So, I mean, it's a lot more than a Manta. Mantas are awesome value, but man, the spring drive, the exhibition, the titanium, the finishing, that's me. I mean, that's what I would pick.
What was that Seiko that was like the baby snowflake?
That was the Sarks 55, I think, if I remember the reference.
Look at that.
It's nice, but
It's not a snowflake.
it's not a Grand Seiko. There is a difference, I think. Bruce, if you already have the Oris, that's a good question. With me, I don't like having a lot of watches. I usually have under 8 watches at any time. So if it was me, I'd sell the Oris and I'd buy a Breitling. But I think the two could coexist in a collection, you know. And
I think you have 6.
I have 6 right now. No, I've got two Rolex, 2 G-Shock, 2 Seiko, and an Orient. What's that? Yeah, I've got 8 right.
Yeah,
I can't count.
I did count 6.
Yeah.
He doesn't have very many watches. Well, he has enough watches, I should say. All of us that have more than that probably have too many.
Tennessee Mike, if you could have one more YouTube watch reviewer sitting with you, who would it be?
Oh, easily. You guys know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that.
Actually, for me, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. It'd probably be either Jeff McMahon or Mark Goldberg. I love both those guys. They're awesome guys.
I agree. I watch both their vids.
Yeah. It'd be fun to talk Citizen and Seiko with Jeff and Seiko and
Floridian?
Rolex with.
Like, you guys will have to figure that out later. Because I will quiz you guys later on that.
Why is the Royal Oak my grail? A couple things. I love a good bracelet. That's probably the most visually dynamic and bulletproof bracelet you can buy. And I love dial details, man. The tapisserie dial, the applied markers, the angular industrial look. I think it just hits all the boxes for me. It's iconic. It's cool. It's got history. It's got the execution. Yeah, that's definitely for me. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but yeah, that's why it's my grail.
You should send me a super chat.
Mine is a super chat. Rob, did you ever sell your green 104?
Reluctantly, yes, I did.
I sold mine too. It's the coolest 104 though, I think.
For many reasons.
Yeah. The nip polish.
The nip polish. For one, it was one of the only ones with an ETA in it instead of the Solito, which is not that big of a deal, but when it's the only one, it's kind of cool.
So question here, would you ever buy an IWC, and if so, which one? I would. And I'd go with the Chrono, the Pilot Chrono in blue. I saw one at my authorized dealer not too long ago. I know some guys hate the Valjoux rotor wobble, but man, I like it. I like it a lot. Blue was nice, and it had the presence and size. So I'd probably go with that when it comes to IWC. I know there's some more understated ones, smaller ones, thinner ones, but sorry, what's that? Wristwatch check. Bling Master for me, Air King for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we have?
I think somebody asked if I own a luxury watch. Yeah, I have the Orange Monster.
If you were stranded on an island and you could only choose one watch with it under 1,500, which one would it be?
On an island.
I hate to cop out, but I'd probably choose this one, man. I love this watch. Solar syncing, got the LED.
And the gold's appropriate for
gold.
a tropical. I'm assuming a tropical island. Don't
Yeah.
put me on like a non-tropical island. But yeah, I would have to go because that gold's gonna look good as soon as you tan up really good.
Rob, do you own a luxury watch?
Yeah, the Orange Monster.
Good answer. What micro brands are making it into the mainstreams? I'd say Ming. Ming's getting super popular right now.
They are.
Yeah.
And
Really
rightfully so.
respected, yeah.
Like their attention to detail and creativity is off the charts.
Yeah. That's a good question.
But
Any other come to your mind?
yeah, like entry level ones, mainstream as in like transitioning to like basically not micro. And I think some of them have already done that, but like Manta, I think is already kind of
I'd
like
say
not
that.
micro.
Yeah.
They're kind of like if you think of like how Christopher Ward used to be micro, and they're not micro. So like Manta's doing that. Early signs, I think you're gonna see like, well, there's a ton of brands, but like I think early signs of transitioning out of that is probably gonna be like maybe Notice.
NTH maybe? They're
Yeah,
pretty
you know what?
popular.
They're calls. Everyone kind of still calls them micro, but they're not really at this point.
Yeah.
How many watches have they sold?
A lot.
Like if they were to post that information, I think you'd be like, that's not micro brand numbers. Those they're putting up numbers.
So I would say when you go up, kind of up in the price category with micros, I love Bralum, man. They do some dang good stuff. They're all
Yeah.
chronometers, and I don't know, Sebastian does an awesome job with his watches. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but I could see them catching popularity for
Yeah,
sure.
he's not expensive for the sake of being expensive. He's
quality.
justifiably expensive.
And he just came out with a bracelet too. And I think the bracelet looks pretty sharp for his watch, definitely. I'm getting a lag here on my phone. Can you read that? Oh no.
You
never mind.
You can. I think somebody asked something about what was the craziest watch. What was that one?
There's too many. You guys are too fast, man.
No, they're not. Keep going faster.
Have any of you held an Archimede German Ickler case watch? I don't think I have, but you have, haven't you, Archimede?
Yeah.
The German pilot? I think you have. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, Homer Price sent me one.
Jeff McMahon, what's up? He says, Rob, have you reviewed your titanium Montbell? Reviewing soon? Pull it out, man.
I have reviewed it.
I thought you did.
Maybe I didn't review it. I don't know, but it's right here. I'm leaving it with Bruce because he's
Yeah.
gonna do an awesome job on it.
It's
So
nice.
you'll get a very good Bruce video on that. It's actually I haven't worn it in a while. I'm gonna take the Air King off.
Yeah. He was like, Bruce, do you want to review this? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't have much to say about it other than it's comfortable and functional.
It's so good. Jeff, you would like this.
Yeah.
I know you have a larger wrist. This does, I mean, it looks kind of big on my 7.25. You might be able to rock this. Like you would like it.
Rob, did you order another Adraga or are you sticking with the white dial prototype?
White dial all the way. That was my idea.
Jeff says, you did review it, but you bought it. Is it
Oh,
a
that's
keeper?
right.
I'm going back to your first video about it. I
Yes.
keep going back.
Keeper. I am keeping it. But I am on a bit of a titanium kick, quartz kick, and solar and radio. Like I'm all of that. And this checks all of those boxes.
Randy Marsh, any thoughts on the Omega Seamaster 2254.50? You know, I'm all about two different Seamasters. Excuse me, I got Speedmaster on the mind. I'm about the new ceramic wave dial, and if I'm going anything other than that, I love the electric blue wave dial.
Yeah,
That one is slick as can be.
That's
So
hot.
I don't know. That's what I think. I think you either got to get the current version or you got to go back and get the electric.
The 2254 is the sword hand one.
Yeah,
I
that's the
actually
sword hand.
really like that one.
And they made it in titanium, actually. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. know
Yeah,
that.
you would love that. My watchmaker has one. Just saying.
He does?
Yeah.
Why didn't we go visit him?
I don't know. Is
Um,
it still worth buying an SKX? If you like it, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're not going to be
You
hard
don't
to
have
find.
one? I can't believe you don't have one. I thought everybody had one.
Omega white dial. Yes. I can't wait to see that. It's supposed to be coming out this month. Definitely. The Seamaster with the white dial and the black ceramic, the wave and everything. I think that's going to be a very attractive watch. And that pop of red text.
Is it supposed to be like stark white?
You see the pictures, I don't know. It's got a little bit of reflectivity to it.
Because it's a ceramic dial, right?
It's going to be ceramic.
So they can
laser etched.
ceramic white is insane cool looking.
Bruce, what is the next watch 15,000 plus that you plan to sell? I don't have one that I'm planning to sell that's over 15,000. 1,500. I don't even have a $15,000 watch. No, I don't have one
Yeah.
I plan to sell. I Oh, sorry, nothing.
Yeah.
What
So
else we got?
Celine Driver has that SKX A65.
Amato, I hated my SKX 013, nothing special about it. I think we might get along a little bit. I'm not the hugest fan of the SKX, personally. Saw the White Dial Omega at Watch Time, New York City. It is excellent.
I am.
Awesome.
Figures.
Good to hear. Saline Driver has the Thailand SKX is still a favorite of his, he says.
Yeah, that's kind of a rare watch now.
Nice. Best G-Shock to buy to wear when you're used to wearing a Swiss watch, 43 to 45 millimeter every day, and you want a beater watch. You tell them what you think. I'll tell them what I think.
Well, I guess it depends on your budget. I'm partial to the squares, so I would go. Yeah, I mean, that's a default answer. But the strap one is really good too because you can adjust the size on it really easy. You know what I mean? So, like this blue one, if you want it to feel more like a quality substantial watch, get the full metal ones with the metal screw back, which is going to be like on the Bling Master and like on that guy there. If you want a lightweight one, then get the composite, whether it's on strap, like a 5610. There's a ton of ones that you can go a little bit higher up. The 7900, of course, and then the Frogmans are awesome too. And if you want to spend some money, there's options.
I am lucky enough to have Mimos local to me, and it's really cool to see you guys working with them and shouting them out. Great guy with a great shop. Absolutely.
I might
Mimo's
actually,
awesome.
I might actually visit his shop. I've been talking to him. I might fly out and visit him.
Let me know when you do. Maybe I'll drive down. We can do it together. He sent this, the Hamilton. You guys have seen this one, right? With the box crystal on the NATO small. It's like 33 millimeter. This is a Mimo's watch. We'll be reviewing this. I'll be reviewing this. I think you've already done it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mimo's awesome. Awesome guy. Rob, are you getting a Nomo soon? Not soon. Maybe one day.
Probably
right?
not. No.
For the right price? You buy anything almost for the right price, right?
I don't think I'm buying a Nomos.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Hey, Rocky, Gold Square coming your way. That's awesome, man.
About
Happy
time.
for you, yeah.
What have you been doing?
Okay, we're getting repeat questions on the Timex S1. What we think about it. I think it looks cool.
I really want to see it.
Yeah.
Am I gonna go spend $450? No, but I think you should. And send
Send it over, yeah. Ball, Oris, Longines, or Zin? For me, it's probably Oris, and then followed closely by Zin, if I'm honest. What do you think? Ball, Oris, Longines, or Zin?
I have not owned an Oris. Well, I'll tell you this. If I were gonna go buy, if I had to choose out of those four and I was actually gonna go throw down my money right now, I'd probably get the titanium Oris Aquas. But the Zin would be like right up there. Like I absolutely love the Zin 104. There's a bunch of other models I like too, but the 104 is just so clean.
I got a soft spot for the U1. I bought the PV coated one, all fully tegamented, but I think I'd go next time non-coated. It's just cool, so.
I haven't checked out one of those.
No. Bruce, are you getting the W10? Probably not.
What is the W10?
It's a Hamilton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I would like to see more Hamilton. I've been talking to Mimo about that. He's got some decent inventory of Hamilton now.
Best G-Shock for small wrists? Probably still the square, don't you think?
Yeah,
it doesn't wear that big.
But look at and I forget the number, but it's like it's carbon, it's a square, and it might be like a GWS 5600. I can't remember the number, but it's the carbon fiber. So if you look up G-Shock carbon fiber and titanium, it's probably going to come up, or you're at least going to find it. You can still get it on Amazon, eBay, all that stuff at a pretty reasonable price. It's actually a little bit thinner and a little bit smaller than the other squares.
David Williams says, hey guys, Rob, do you think a vintage Omega would sell on your Sunday Fun Day videos? I'd say it depends on which one. Some of them are really hot. If it's some obscure one and it might have been redialed, I think it could be hard to do. I've sold a couple vintage Omegas for a buddy of mine that's here local, but they're kind of a hard sell unless it's the right model, like a certain Seamaster or a Speedy Reduced or something like that.
you're gonna have a much bigger audience with someone that actually deals with that
Yeah.
type of thing. You might have to, unfortunately, either do eBay, but if you're not gonna do that, you might want to talk to somebody that actually likes dealing with the vintage watches. Maybe even get a hold of Jory
Go
or something.
Utes! Yes, they're playing right now. I'm missing the game.
You're not missing anything.
I'm missing the game right now. Go Utes!
It's sports ball. You're not missing anything.
So, Carl F. Bucherer and Bell and Ross don't get enough love. Can pick them up in the same budget as Hamilton, Zinn, Loris, and Longines. Longines. Yeah, I like both of those brands. I've never owned a Bucherer, but I mean, we saw some when we were shopping. I showed you the chrono that I like, the big chunky on the bracelet.
What was that?
The Bucherer, it was at the place at Oris and Nomos.
Oh yeah, I instantly walked away.
Yeah, no, those are awesome. Yeah. Bruce, Rolex Sub versus Marine Master 300 thoughts. Well, I think the Sub's the nicer watch. It's the more comfortable watch. It's got the nicer movement. I mean, it's iconic. It's a commodity. If the Yacht Master, yeah. Well, but the Marine Master 300, man, that's classic Japanese Tiffany diver. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah,
But
and
they're
they-
just
and
they're
got
so
some new-
different.
They
They're-
got some really cool new models of the blues. and-
Yeah, I'm jonesing for the Blue Marine Master, but they're so different. They're hard to compare, and the prices are so different too. You know, you're talking well over double the cost. So I'd say if money's an option, I get the Sub. But if it's hard to come by and you can find a Marine Master for a good price, I think you'd love it. The Marine Master's awesome. So
Least favorite brand.
least favorite
I
brand?
don't think I have one.
I don't know. Can we bash companies?
I can patch whoever I want.
Tell the story about the company that kept contacting you and they wouldn't listen to you.
No,
You
you're
know-
right. You're right. I can't. do
Okay.
that.
Yeah, never mind. Thoughts on the mean copper and the monolith? Those look awesome. They look awesome. There's a guy here in Utah I know that has the mean copper coming, the salmon, and he wants to let me check it out when it comes in, and I think that would be awesome. I think they look great.
You guys are right. Talking watches, I don't know.
It's the one that Adam got. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I would never buy it, but
No. Robin Bruce, I'm on the fence on the Zenith Day 5 Classic Open Works. What are your thoughts? And worth the price? Well, the retail price is $7,500, and I don't think it's worth that. You could probably get a serious discount at an AD, probably anywhere from 20 to 30% off, but even then it's steep. So I think they sell used for around $4,000, and I think it's worth it. It depends on your wrist size. Like when I tried the blue version on a bracelet and I loved it, but it played a little small on me. So I think it depends on your wrist. But if you like the open work dial, I mean, they're seriously stunning. They really do a great job at finishing every level of the movement. People say they're not legible. They're very legible. I had the Day 5 Classic, the Chrono one, in for a review, and I love that watch. So I don't think they're worth the retail price, but if you can find a good deal on the used market, or let someone else take their depreciation hit, I think it would be a good buy. Okay, purchasing my first GMT, Aquas or Big Crown Pro Pilot. I'd say if it's the GMT, you go Big Crown. What do you think? The Oris?
for the GMT,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of the Big Crown series for Oris.
Bruce, PSA, do not sell your Rolex watches. Don't worry, I'm not going to sell them. That video when I talked about flipping everything for an AP, it's fun to think about, but I'm not serious about doing that. The best thing to do would be save up for that AP and keep your Rolexes. I mean,
Or give Rob the Air King.
or that. Rob and Bruce, I just want to say thank you so much. Integrity, authenticity, keep up the good work, all my respect. Appreciate that. Thanks. When you guys hit it, Rich, will you be rocking the ice on wrist, or is it a no-go?
I seriously,
Heck yeah.
like we talked about that when we
Yeah.
were looking at that insane
The Rolex?
rose gold GMT. It's the price tag on it was $103,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I had like insane expendable cash,
Heck yeah.
I would wear that watch. And I'm not that guy. Like I don't. I like my cheap watches, but
You're not an ostentatious guy. You're not flashy. But the watches
That
are
thing is
so damn cool.
ridiculous. I would have
Heck
to
yeah.
wear it.
You score again 28-3. Yes. Thank you for helping me out there. I appreciate that. That's good news. Seamaster 300 meter blue 2019 or Tudor Pelagos blue. For me, I'd pick Seamaster. I like both watches, but I like stainless steel better. I like the mix, the finesse of brush and polish and ceramic, the dial, the texture. That's for me. The lume is way better on the Pelagos, and the clasp, and bracelet way better. But for me, I pick the Seamaster. Favorite micro brand? You want to go first on that?
Probably favorite because, well, I like Rolex. I've mentioned this before, but you know, their watches are part of the reason. It's also because I talk to Carlos on a regular basis. I like him. He's a good family man and everything like that. So in that, I really think that captures the whole essence of a micro brand is you're having that direct contact with the brand owners potentially. Now I've talked to a bunch of other brand owners. Like I like Raven really good too. I've talked to Steve a bunch. There's a bunch of other ones that I really like that I talk to on a regular basis. So I think that connection, if you can make that connection, to have like one favorite because of whatever your reasoning is, that's your reason.
Probably pick Pelton. They're just so dang cool. I've only seen the Perseus in person, but man, that was nice. I know they're pricey, but they're really nice. I'd probably pick a Pelton for my
It's
favorite.
Denny, right?
Yeah.
So I stopped at his place in Southeast Michigan because it's not super far from me. That's the Pelton, and he showed me his whole operation. He's legitimately making all this stuff.
He does.
It's
American
absolutely
Steel, too.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is absolutely insane. The attention to detail and the passion behind his product and everything. So
Do you guys ever get hate? And if so, how do you deal with it? Yeah, I get hate. I get called. One guy, he told me I look like a less educated, fatter version of Guy Fieri, the Food Network guy. Do you know who he's talking
that
about?
might have been a compliment.
I know. I thought it was kind of clever, actually. So if it's clever, man, I don't really care. If it's like just mean spirited, then sometimes I'll just delete or block. Or what about you?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for some people that like are gonna take the energy and effort to focus in and try to bring somebody down to maybe their level. Like I feel bad for them. Like I don't know. Like I wish I could help you, but I can't.
Tudor P01, you need to get your hands on one to review. Watch reviewers have been so hard on this watch. My wife loved it, so I pulled the trigger. Just like the BR05, you need to see the watch. You know, that's great advice, I think. I mean, I thought it was a dog when I saw pictures of it, but I haven't seen it in person. And watches change when you see it in person. Like, you might think you know all about it, but unless you give it a legitimate shot, you might be missing out. So, I don't know. I'm not high on the Tudor, but I'll keep an open mind. And when I see it, I mean, it might be totally awesome, you know?
I really want to see it. I want to see the mechanism and everything and how it works and play with it. So eventually, I'm sure I'll see one. I'm not gonna go buy one.
Bruce roast session is a go. Go for it. You could build a Tudor P01 out of an SKX, pretty much, right?
It might look similar, but
Someone's gonna mod them. They're gonna put the snowflake hands on and the bezel.
Yeah,
Someone's
but the way
gonna
that
do it.
mechanism is that locks down the bezel, you can't replicate that. That's a lot of
So
work.
Crystal Times needs to get working on that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Top 5 most iconic watches to make up a complete collection. Man, that's kind of a
You're
tough
almost
question.
there. Well, that's subjective.
It's really going to depend on the person and your tastes. For me, like I said, I like having things that have really nice bracelets, really nice dial details, nice history. So for me, my GMT Master 2 that I love, that would be my GMT. I love the Air King. And then one day, I want a high-end, high horology piece. So Audemars Piguet or Vacheron or a Patek. I think out of all of those, I'd still go with the AP Royal Oak because I love it so much. So I don't know. I mean, I still love my affordables though. A Seco Sumo I'll never sell. Blue Coral is amazing. Is that 5 watches? That's about 5 watches, right? Between the two brands, do you like Tag or Breitling? That's a good question. I like Breitling personally, but what do you think?
Breitling's a more consistent like. I like both brands though. Tag has some really cool watch. Like I said before, I don't know if you were listening. I seriously fell, excuse me, I seriously fell in love with that new Link. Well, 2017 release Link.
I'm buying the new Janot just to be a part of the controversy. Hey, good for you, man. Good for you. They asked me to review, and I politely declined.
They're supposed to be sending me one.
Yeah,
I
I can
typically
send
don't
you
decline.
I just said that is going to be a total crap show in the comments. I'm not even going to touch that.
I'm ready for the crap show.
Is Orient the new Seiko? If they are the new Seiko when it comes to value, like you're getting the Sapphire,
True.
you're getting the good movements, and they're still, 300 or less. But I still like Seiko better personally, even though the Orient's probably a better watch all around. Okay, what do we got here? Current watch that gets the most wrist time. For me, it's probably the GMT Master 2, and followed closely by the Air King. What about you? Current watch you get the most wrist time?
I don't remember.
Those Arne watches though.
Yeah, but I don't typically wear those. I'm trying to think what I've been wearing lately at work, because I've had to wear like coats and everything like that, so I try to stay less bulky. Probably, man, I can't even remember what I was wearing. I don't even remember what I was wearing.
The Seiko Sea Urchin done? Yeah, I don't know. They came out with 26 different versions of the SRPD, so. But they're really expanding their catalog. I could see them just axing it and not revisiting it again. I don't know. I think that segment's pretty well covered with the SRPD. Do you like the Seiko Flightmaster? I just got one, but the dial is too busy. I like the Flightmaster. We both like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
do.
nice. I like
It
the
wears
Delta
great.
Crystal.
yeah, it wears great.
It's very busy though, but I mean that's the style.
Yeah, Michael's right. I've been wearing a lot of Pro Track, but it is a little bit big on the wrist. So with a coat and everything, it can be tricky. I can't remember what I've been wearing last week because it's been really cold in Michigan. So maybe something a little bit smaller. I think maybe I might have been wearing the blue square or something. I don't even remember what I've been wearing.
Mark says, Bruce Robb, any thoughts on the new Longines Heritage models? Well, we just actually filmed a double review of this one. I know it's not new. This is from 2017. It's the 1945. I love it, but the new sector dial looks really cool. It looks really good.
I like that one more than the 1945. So
Any plans to get a Junghans in for review? If someone would lend one in, I'd love to review one, but I don't plan on buying one personally. What about you?
it's not my wheelhouse, but
You're not necessarily a chronograph guy. I know they make other watches that aren't chronographs, but they're really known for their chronos.
But it's also their price point. Like
Right.
I would like to see like a Graf Zeppelin because that's more like my price point.
When do you expect the Seiko Arne to come down in price? Probably not for another year or two at least. It's hot right now. It's pretty popular.
I haven't been tracking it. Is it up?
Well, no, it's just,
Oh, just they're still selling at the regular price.
Yeah.
So you want like a discounted Arnie? No, they're still too hot, and they might come out with more colorways. I don't know.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's a really good seller for them, big time. I know Mimo was having a hard time even getting enough
Yeah,
to fulfill his orders because people want them.
yeah, they sold more than I think Seiko even anticipated.
What are your thoughts on the Rolex Explorer 1? Ever seen one in person? Yeah, oh, it's beautiful. Super thin, classic, really nice on the wrist.
Are you talking about like the one that Homemakers got?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's iconic. I mean, it's like borderline. It's the perfect watch for a lot of people. And my buddy Doug has one for sale.
Will you have a new Longines at the end of the month? Oh, we'll have. Oh yeah, Rocky, he bought the sector dial. He's getting it in. That's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see real world pictures of that. That looks really good.
Well, I mean, possession's 9/10 of the law, and it's on my wrist. So.
Big Eye or Mont Blanc Time Walker? I mean under 2000. Big Eye for me all day long. I love that thing. Good looking, well executed chronograph. I owned one about a year and a half ago. That's a good one. What do you think of the Chronomaster 2?
I don't know.
That's the Citizen, right? the highest end level Citizen. They have the paper dials, right? Those look really awesome. You would like them because they're titanium and they've got the Duratec coating. They're basically like Grand Seiko except done by Citizen, and it seems like Citizen has been kicking Seiko's butt when it comes to the quality control and the execution. So I can only imagine on their top level watch that it's got to be just outstanding in person.
Bruce, even Casio's been kicking their butt.
Yeah, pretty much everybody has, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Do you guys get those watch trading ads on YouTube too?
I got YouTube
No,
Red. If
yeah.
you don't have YouTube Red,
I
Premium or whatever it is,
yeah.
yeah, get that. I don't see any.
No ads, man.
Oh yeah, you had.
Yeah, because of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No questions yet. Or I've got a lag. Am I looking at the old one? I started looking up there.
No, you're good.
Okay.
They're in sync.
Do you even swallow a clock, bro? That's that. I like that. No, I don't. ProPilot X is one you need to review. I can get you in contact with head of marketing at Oris. Heck yeah, man. That'd be awesome. Be awesome.
Somebody asked about the SWC.
Oh,
Maybe
hey,
I did
I've
it
got
on-
some in the other room. I'm gonna be doing a review here pretty soon of the Chrono and the Diver next to each other. Yeah, so I mean they look nice. The Lume, crazy thick application, really good bezel action. Yeah, I mean I haven't spent a lot of time with them yet. I haven't filmed yet with them, but they look pretty solid. What is the most surprisingly accurate mechanical watch you've owned for a long period of time? I haven't owned everything for a very long period of time. I guess my GMT Master 2 is really accurate, and it's been almost, 2 years since I got that one? Which really isn't all that long.
And not surprising.
Yeah.
It should be.
I had a Breitling Super Ocean. What was the exact? It was the 40 millimeter version. It was a couple generations ago. That had the 7753, and man, that thing was spot on. It gave me maybe like a second every few days. It was really impressive.
I think Wolf, you just asked about modding the new SRPD. I'm gonna bring one in and I'm gonna tear it apart and do some swapping of parts. Crystal Times is already making stem and crown assemblies for it with 3 gaskets, which should actually be a better water resistance than even 100 meter, but that's, you can't, it's hard for a lot of people to prove because usually when you test water resistance, they're not even testing that high anyway. But most of the SKX parts will swap over, like the bezels, bezel inserts, they should all fit, and crystals. And I'll rip into it and I'll tear it apart and play with it to show you guys.
Opinion on the Topper Edition Seiko blackout one? You had that in, right?
Which one?
The Marine Master 200 that was blacked out.
I think Doug sent it to me or something.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's super nice.
Yeah, they look great. What do we think of the Glass Huta Original Panomatic? Oh man, that's another one that really gets me.
Refresh, Steven, see if that works.
The Lunar, it's a little thick, but man, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Doing that, and maybe you can still hear us, just close it out and load it again, and it'll probably, well, this one's doing it too, but.
That Panomatic Lunar, I mean, the movement is just crazy. How they do the engraving and the 3/4 rotor. I mean, it's just stunning. Yeah. So.
Gun to my head. You got a gun to my head. I'm probably gonna shoot you in the side. You're not even gonna see it coming. No. I forgot. I didn't even read it.
I would choose the Gen 3 orange for me, big time. I know you're a Gen 2 guy, but I love the Gen 3.
Oh, for the monsters?
Yeah. Common mistakes new collectors make. I make mistakes all the time, and I'm not a new collector.
No. Like seriously, they get that fear of missing out, and they react too quickly. You can cool down a bit. If you miss out on that watch, I guarantee you there's 1,000 other watches.
There's always another watch.
Yeah, I still do it even to this day. So like beginners do it, experienced buyers do it. I mean, I bought like 4 watches before even like the end of the week. So
Rocky says thoughts on the new black base steel and gold on Jubilee. Let me throw a wrench into the pipe here, man. take the black base steel and gold with the champagne dial, the one that I love that I was talking to you about, but take the bracelet from the 41, the Jubilee bracelet, and put it on the diver. That would be so cool. That would be money. Because I'm pretty sure they would be compatible. So that's what I would say. It was a water gun. The correct answer was both. I like that guy.
Also true.
Yeah.
If I have an either or, the answer is going to be both. Because chances are you're going to end up buying both anyway.
Did you ever mod your turtle bezel with your name, Bruce? No, I never did. I started thinking about it and I'm like, man, that just sounds vain. I'm not going to do it. So, no, I never did. Let's see. That's a long comment.
I'll use that one. Who makes the best bracelets? That's a good question.
When it comes to affordable watches, wouldn't you say this one?
The Combi?
Isn't this nice?
That is pretty nice.
So this is a composite and it's coated, right? And you would think it would be just beat to crap, but it looks almost new. Like it's a nice bracelet. It's comfortable, flexible.
Mine's actually scratched up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, as far as higher end stuff, it's hard to beat a Rolex bracelet. They're just made really well, really comfortable. And then if you're going super high end, I'd say the AP, man. I hear nothing but great things about the Rolex bracelet.
From the ones I've tried, I would actually pick the Seamaster.
Yeah.
I like it. It's very jewelry-like.
Best bracelet for a SARB 33? I don't like the strap code because the center links, they protrude so far out. They look comical to me. So I wouldn't say get a strap code for the SARB 33, and then you're left with the Seco bracelet, which is decent. It's nothing special. So I'd say you probably just want to take off a bracelet and wear it on a nice leather. I don't know.
Agree. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the SARBs anyway to begin with, but
Yeah.
bracelet options for that, I would say a leather strap.
So you're asking us for help and we're telling you don't even buy a bracelet? Is that what we're
Yeah.
saying?
Well, some watches have good bracelets. They come with good bracelets, and they might have good bracelet options. Though that SARB might work on one of these mesh that you keep tossing around.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, pull that over. Staib, Staib. They're a German brand, polished Milanese mesh, nice and thick, really well made. You could put that on almost any watch because I put them on watches all the time.
These are actually worth owning. I'm
Yeah.
gonna order a couple too.
They're nice. Is the new Marine Master still worth it? I'm on the fence. Well, I mean, they jacked the price up pretty high for just adding sapphire and ceramic, right? Because it was around a $2,000 watch and now it's around a $3,000 watch retail.
Yeah.
So that's pretty stiff. If you can buy it used, I'd buy it used. But I don't know if it depends on your value definition of worth it. Like
It makes the Marine Master 200. It makes it seem like a pretty dang good value.
yeah, Marine Master 200 is awesome. I now have too many watches. Where do I sell them?
You'll sell them.
No, you do the Sunday Funday stuff.
Email me, Neil.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can help you out.
I sell on Watch You Seek. You got to be a member though. You got to have 100 posts, and I'll do some Facebook buying and selling groups. But
Sometimes you can do a local. Depends on how
Yeah.
big your population is where you live.
yeah, the Strapco can't. They had to change their names. And you guys see those names? They were absolutely ridiculous.
Mark told us about Mark from Long Island Watch. He told us that was happening. I thought it was happening much sooner. He told us all that stuff like 6 or 7 months ago.
Yeah.
It was going to be the Super J, the Super O, all that stuff. And the names actually were even
They got
dumber
stupider.
than that.
Excuse me.
But they're still great bracelets.
Yeah.
Like you can't beat the price value on those bracelets.
New Sumo looks great. I'm hoping for a blue variant. I'm with you.
Yeah, the new Sumo is awesome.
Excuse me, I water down.
And the price is a little bit higher on the new Sumo too, right? But
Yeah, they're like right around $800, and they're starting to creep
it's
down.
still kind of worth it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a very unique. It's definitely its own thing, and the finishing on the case is just amazing.
Yeah. If they could do the blue coral on the new one, man, that would be awesome. I do know they're going to come out with the limited night series, so it's all PVD, and it has the orange hand and the creamy lume. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
like
Dark
a
Knight
Ninja
Turtle.
Turtle.
The Ninja Turtle,
Are
yeah.
you allowed to even say that?
Yeah, there's pictures out there.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen them.
So that That's coming out soon. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it will be. Those were a big hit on the turtle. I think I just destroyed one actually not too long ago.
Have you seen pictures of the new Orient Star diver that Nauman stocks? Are you talking about the one that kind of has the stick hands that are a little skeletonized and kind of circular? I have seen pictures of that, but I haven't found a good deal on one. If I find a good deal on one, I'm going to buy one and just check it out because they look pretty good. Ever been to the Seco boutique in New York? I haven't. Have you?
No, I've never even been to.
That'd be awesome, though.
I'm hoping, but this will be the third year in a row I've said it. I'm hoping to make it to the Warner Mall wind-up event. So chances of me going in 2020 are probably about 23%.
Do you still have the Orient Saturation Diver? No. I say I'm gonna keep these watches and I never do. Like I keep my G-Shocks and my Rolexes, but no, I don't have it anymore, but it is dang good. And since they're discontinued, they're just gonna get harder to find. So if you find a good one in good condition, I think it's a smart pickup.
Yeah, we sell watches, that's what we do. And I have a ton of watches right now, and I know people are asking me to do a state of the collection video, and I don't wanna do it because if you look back at the history of every time I've done a state of the collection video, that's when I realize I have too many watches because I actually go through them because right now I don't really inventory them. And then I end up selling them like the week after, and I don't want to sell them. So,
Is the SBDC 065 worth it for $800 US brand new? I'd try and find a discount because isn't that about retail price on
the
those?
65 is the Blue Monster, isn't it?
No, SBDC, so that's the Marine Master 200. But I think that 6.5 is what is that the dark blue hole or something? I can't remember the name. I'd say 800, yeah, that's borderline. Try and get a discount if you can. Most ADs will work with you if they think you're a serious buyer.
Daniel, the 2020 Seiko Alpinist, overrated, question mark? No.
They look awesome.
They look awesome. They're going to sell great, and
New colors.
new colors,
New
and
movement.
everyone was mad because it was gone. Everybody was mad because the blue came out in limited production. Then they were mad because more came trickling in, then more, and then the prices and this is a good thing. You guys should be happy. But
Yeah.
this is back.
Someone asked about Spencer Klein. He is awesome, man. He does great work, and he's got a really fun and informative channel. He's a great guy, so yeah, he's cool.
The Seiko Starfish Monster. I'm not a huge fan of the Starfish. I think it's cool that there's so many different Seiko models out there, but it's not my thing.
Rob, more underwear in the dresser or more watches in the collection? Answer honestly now. Come on.
I built a whole room for watches. I don't have a room for underwear.
Oh,
I have a
don't
drawer
lie. You
for
know you have an underwear room.
I have an underwear room.
No more watches. No more Seiko watches for you. They're awesome, but you have a ton of Seikos. Man, don't stop.
And if you're bored or you're frustrated with the new models coming out, don't forget they've been in business a long time.
Yeah.
And the hunt for like new old stock or really good condition used ones, that's fun.
Favorite all-time Seiko? That's an awesome question. For me, it would be the Pogue, the true Pogue. I had one. It was in pretty good condition for a 40-year-old watch, but man, if I had a seriously new old stock version and I could get parts to keep it running and service and stuff, yeah, that would be the one for me. That's just dang cool.
Yeah, it's my personal orange monster. For me to answer the question, it's too easy.
Have you heard of fake Seikos?
Yeah, they're called Fakos.
Yeah, Fakos. They've been around for a long time. It's stupid. Paul is considering the new titanium G Square. Either of you gonna pull the trigger?
I already did.
Yeah. How many watches are too many?
Just don't.
Another touchdown for the Utes. Yeah, go Utes.
If anything from Wish You Need. Yeah.
Biggest challenge you guys face as YouTubers? For me, it's having enough time to do the content because I try and put out at least 3 vids a week, but it takes time to sit down, film everything, get the macro shots, the wrist shots, edit it, upload it, respond to comments and stuff. It's all about the time because I work full time. I'm a family guy. I do stuff in the community.
You don't do YouTube full time?
Oh, no. But yeah, it's just finding the time because it takes a lot of time.
I think I need less time.
All right, do 2 vids a day. Challenge thrown.
You told me not to do a bit a day.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, I probably did then.
Yeah. So I might do 2 vids a day.
Someone has 40 watches. Joe has 40 watches. Do you have a problem?
No. Well,
We all have a problem.
no, the problem is like 40 is not a good number. 50 is a good number.
No, just the fact that we're here talking about watches together, we're not normal people. We're kind of crazy. Everyone has their own thing. For us, it's watches, right? What do you do full time? I do architectural renderings and animations. I love it. It's an awesome job.
I do live streams with other YouTubers full time.
No, he's a part-time wall Santa, actually. He's really good at it.
It would be fun.
Weird seeing Rob's face. We're freaks. Yes, we are. Decorate your Christmas tree with hanging watches. I like this guy. I like this
Yeah.
guy. Admitting is the first step. Do your coworkers know you're a YouTuber? For me, yeah, they do. They don't. I don't think they really watch my channel, but they know I'm a YouTuber. Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
How much do you love Archie? I don't really know him personally, but yeah, he was one of the first guys to talk watches on the internet. So mad
Big time.
respect. That's
Big
awesome.
time. Yeah, and he's still doing it. I think it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
I just did a live stream with him. He didn't let me talk much, but that's his gig, you know, like he'll talk. He's very informative on a lot of different watch type subjects, but I know he's, you know, kind of 1 track or 2 track with Rolex and Patek, but yeah. When Rob was, what does that say? When Rob was on the,
When Rob was on Archie, it was not so good. Archie cares about Archie.
yeah, which is fine. I mean,
It's his own channel. Do whatever. Do
but
whatever he
also,
wants.
I mean, to a certain extent, I mean, some people that are very successful in media or YouTube or whatever it is, they're like full-blown egomaniacs, narcissists, all that stuff, and divas, and that,
We're divas.
and that's fine. Those are some of the people that accelerate in that field.
Yeah,
So,
do really well. Do you guys know Tim Masso? No, I'd love to meet him though. That guy seems awesome. So knowledgeable and just seems like a good guy. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to say. Like that guy's next level stuff.
Yeah.
I did meet Ariel Adams at that Microlex show in Chicago. I talked to him for a little bit. Nice guy.
Bruce, you sold your Air King for a Yachtmaster Rose Gold. Dude, that's awesome, man. I love the Air King. It's my favorite, but I tell you what, precious metal, the weight and the
Yeah.
luster and everything,
It's
man,
special.
big congrats to you. That's really cool.
Dream cars.
Ooh, dream cars. You're much more of a car guy than I am. I tell you what, the car I want next is I want to go with a truck, F-150 5-liter V8. Take it camping, drive it. You know, listen to that awesome naturally aspirated engine. It's pretty simple, but I'd like that.
I've owned a lot of cars and I've lusted over a lot of cars, but ever since I was a kid, I was told there was going to be flying cars, and I still haven't seen them yet. So that's my dream car, is a flying car.
Have you ever seen the Back to the Future, the DeLorean? Have you ever seen one of those in person?
Oh yeah.
Are they really cool in person?
No,
No?
no,
Okay.
they're total piles of crap. The whole concept of it is really cool, and I'm a
nice.
huge fan of that movie Back to the Future, to the point where every time it's on, I will,
You'll watch it.
I'll end up watching it to the dismay of bystanders.
Can a 216570 look right on a 6 3/4 wrist? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a big faced watch. It's gonna look big on almost any wrist, but I think you'd be fine. I do like skeleton or open work watches, absolutely. I like them from Zenith and Hublot. I think the new Oris one looks pretty dang cool. Apart from that, I don't really know too many other ones.
14, I asked about the new Boulder Venture. I have one come. Were you? No, you were not.
I might be getting the Buller. I know
Okay.
you are, right?
Yeah, the automatic titanium. As soon as they announced that, I was like, yeah, I want to check that out. So they got a hold of me. They're sending one in, so I'll have that soon. So I'm excited to see it.
If Trump showed us his watch, would it be a 24 karat gold 50 millimeter Hublot?
No, it'd be an orange monster to match his skin.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Matching skin, matching watch.
Worst thing about internet buying is actually wearing it is different. That's tough. I mean, obviously.
Which
Go
that
ahead, go ahead.
actually is the whole reason I started watching watch videos and then
started doing watch
started
video.
doing them. It helps you decide. And I know it's just a moment in time on my wrist or on his wrist or whoever's video you're watching, but it certainly helps. It's another tool between pictures and forums and videos. Like you should get a pretty good sense of what the watch is going to be before you buy it. So it's a little less scary, I think.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Did you like the Enzo when it came out back in what was it 2003 or 4 or something? The
Enzo?
Ferrari.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing car.
Yeah. So I know someone was talking about more cars, so I remember that one. That one came out in the Porsche Carrera GT that had the, you know, the one that had the shifter that was floating.
Okay, but I've been up close and personal with both those cars.
Have you?
Yes.
That's so dang cool.
So
man.
in that Porsche, it's way more subtle looking than the Enzo, but the Porsche sound on that car is mind-blowing, intoxicating. Like if you ever get a chance to actually see one person, see if you can get the owner to start it up, warm it up, and do a couple revs for you, because that and like the Lexus LFA, there's a few cars out there that the sound alone is so satisfying. It's amazing.
I drive a Peterbilt with cat and Dodge 3500. Ooh, 6.7 liter. Nice.
I'm a huge fan of big trucks and Peterbilts, to the point where I wish I could go drive them. That would be like, that would honestly probably be a little bit of a job that I could see doing or like doing, you know, slamming gears and none of this automatic stuff, like a really true, well done Peterbilt, and banging gears. And I would, if you guys have ever played around on the web and go deep into the YouTube world, look up Jamaican truck drivers. The way they drive the semi trucks is like ridiculous. But it's fun to watch.
So there was a question: favorite scene in a movie regarding a watch. For me, 2001: A Space Odyssey from 1968, one of the most classic and revered films by Stanley Kubrick, had this custom Hamilton that was like, it curved and it had 3 different literal subdials on the bracelet, and then it had a digital display. Man, I know it was just a prop watch, and I know Hamilton kind of did a reissue of it like 10 years ago, but man, if they could match that watch from the set, I would buy that. I don't care how much it would cost. That would be the coolest thing ever.
And I wouldn't be shocked to see them do it, because I think Hamilton watches these videos, so they might build it. They might.
Toby, $2.99. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Jim, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by the carbon core square, because some of the carbon cores that I've witnessed, I think if they did those elements in the square, I would love to see that. It would be crazy lightweight, but it would be easy for them to screw it up, because those carbon core watches are a little bit bigger, and the square is quite a bit smaller, so I worry that it would maybe feel too small. Yeah, but I would like to see that.
Did you guys ever compare 5-digit Rolex bracelets with modern? Are the older ones half decent? They feel like 2 separate brands. Like the old ones, they feel like Seco bracelets. They're hollow. They got stretch and flex. They're rattly. They don't feel like a completely different animal. Are they comfortable and functional? Yes, but no, modern all the way for me.
Joe sent over $10.
Hey,
with no question. You can ask a question.
Yeah.
Or are you just saying hi? Thanks. Thoughts on the Hamilton? You know what? I think Mimo actually has one of those in.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll send it to me or not though, because they are kind of like maybe a little hard to get. I'm not sure, but it's a great looking watch.
What vintage watch has not been and needs to be reissued? Well, it's the Seco Pogue. I don't think they'll ever do it because they'd have to do a brand new chronograph, and I just don't see them ever doing that. But if they did, that'd be amazing.
They're capable of doing it.
Now, what are your thoughts on 80s Tudor Datejests? Are they a joke? Been craving a Datejest again, but $2,300, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't spend $2,300 on an 80s Tudor. No, if you're gonna spend that much, you could get a Glamour double date. Is that what they're called? Day date, double grand date. Man, look it up. They're dang cool. They got the in-house movement, exhibition case back, nice modern bracelet, big double date display, grand date, and you can get those for around that. I'd just go modern if I were you. If you want the Tudor.
No, I haven't. Is that that's a new UFC fight? I'm not watching it. I'm not.
Is the Poga column wheel? It is. Mimi, appreciate it. That's awesome.
And the black cat.
Yeah, heck yeah. It exists. Yeah, it exists, but when they reissued it, they changed the design. It's like similar, and you got to cut the rubber to get it to fit, but it's not quite like the movie prop watch. It's not close enough. I mean,
Shipping cost.
sorry, I didn't see that one.
So is there a trick? I have some, I think a pretty solid format, but still expenses like the packing tape and the bubble wrap. I try to recycle as much as I can, but I buy the bubble wrap on these huge rolls.
Yeah.
And I know I ship a lot more watches than you do.
Sunday Funday sales.
But I also have a USPS account, and that helps. There's regional rate boxes, and so like you can do a regional rate A box that is much larger than say like the small flat rate box, but the price is only like $1 more. So I think that's a really good source. So like if you've bought a watch off me, you probably know what I'm talking about. That box that comes in, I have piles of those. It's the regional rate A. They also have a B. So you have to shop around, but I've had really good luck with USPS. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'll talk about my shipping costs one day, but it's thousands.
It's a lot.
It's thousands of dollars a year. Thousands, like $5,000 to $7,000.
Steven says, loving the G-Shock metal, thinking about pulling the trigger on the silver colorway. Dude, you'd love it. They're really cool. I mean, the idea, a metal expensive G-Shock, it kind of sounds stupid,
Get
but
the
man,
gold though.
yeah, the gold.
I had the silver because I didn't think I'd like the gold.
Yeah.
Bruce loaned me his gold so I could do a video on it. And as soon as I opened it up, I basically went and bought one because the gold is better than the silver.
Yeah.
Thanks, Randolph. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Which watch have you owned the longest length of time before selling, Bruce? I'd have to say it's this one. I haven't sold it. Yeah.
That SKX you actually owned for quite a long time, and then you end up selling it. And I don't know why you sold it.
Because the turtle's way better.
I disagree. But
I don't know, man. Usually I keep a watch anywhere from like a week to a year. It just depends.
Thanks.
Defio Dome too.
Thank you. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Yeah,
So
you guys are awesome.
I appreciate it, but
A lot of you guys need to start watch channels. Seriously.
yeah, like if you have, and that's before I even started doing it. I actually loaned you a watch.
Yeah.
I wanted to remain anonymous. I loaned a watch to TGV. I've loaned watches to CG, if you guys remember her.
Yeah.
And yeah, because that was before I had the channel, and I wanted everybody to have a better perspective of what the watch looks like on video. I think it's, like I said before, it's a really good tool to have. So.
What are your favorite sites for JDM watches? There's a few good ones. I think most people are familiar with Seiya and Shopping in Japan.
I've used both those, yeah.
Chino is pretty popular. I used JapanOnlineStore.com. But yeah, there's several, and I've had good experiences with all of them. I've purchased from all of them except Chino, I think.
I've been using eBay probably way too much lately, but I do research the seller, and a lot of times they're sometimes even the more common ones.
Hey, if I had made a watch channel, everyone would be hating on my $40 Hamilton Khaki King. No, man, the Hamiltons are awesome. And honestly, most people live with affordable watches. That's what they're interested in. You'll get
Yeah.
a lot of love, a lot of views with more affordable watches as opposed to like, Vacherons and Pateks and stuff. There's just not the market for those. So
I mean, for everybody to go make a YouTube channel is maybe bad advice because it is very time consuming,
It
like
is.
Bruce talked about earlier, and I spent a ton of time on mine too. And you can certainly make bad videos that people probably aren't going to watch, and you might be disappointed and stuff like that. But
you guys need Queer Eye Makeover.
yeah,
Hey, I told you in the beginning of this, we are really good looking, fit, attractive guys. So get with the program.
yeah, drink more, and I'll look better.
What do we got here? Rob, I dare you to buy a turtle and not crack it open. Challenge thrown.
I don't think I can do it.
All my watches are under 1,000. Yeah, that's awesome. There's great watches under $1,000.
Most of mine are under 1,000.
Yeah. You guys ever get sued? I had Seco give me a cease and desist, like take down your video when I was talking about the new SKF or the SRPD. They did a copyright against me, so that's over now. Yeah, I've never been sued. Hopefully that never
Thanks,
happens.
Mr. James. You're pretty awesome too.
You are amazing. Shouldn't Seiko give you guys a paid trip to the factory? Man, that would be awesome. Wouldn't that be
I'm not going to China.
Hey, they got them everywhere, not just in China.
Malaysia?
Well, there's some in Japan. Well, there's one.
Oh, I'll go to Japan.
Yeah.
But that's not where they're made.
Some of them.
I'll go to that factory where those ones are made. A couple of videos, everyone has something. That's true. The more options you have to research a watch, the better.
Do you guys wear a watch when you sleep? I do. I like wearing G-Shock. Sometimes I'll wear my Rolexes. I don't toss and turn a lot, but I like looking at the time if I wake up.
I don't. Actually, I should probably tell you guys, I actually don't even wear watches.
Shut up. Bruce, your intros are complicated. What software do you use? I like Premiere Pro. I think it's awesome. It's like $200 a year if you buy it all at once and not do the monthly thing. But man, I love it. I really like using it. What do your wives say about your hobby and the money you spend? My wife is super cool. I mean, she's the best. As long as it's my own thing and I'm not using family finances or my normal job to pay for stuff, she's super happy because she's awesome.
Yeah, my wife's completely supportive of whatever hobby I'm in. And watches, I'm 44 years old. Watches is not my first hobby
No.
I've had, and it's probably not the most expensive hobby I've ever had. So,
Do you guys ever wear a watch on each wrist? I don't.
no.
I
No,
think
I
I'd look
can't.
like a tool.
It feels really weird. If you guys have ever, and I know some guys will pull it off or whatever, maybe you're fine with it, but on your off wrist, so for most of us, that would be your right wrist. I mean, right now, as you guys are watching this, pop your watch off and go throw it on your right wrist right now. I mean, that's basically what you're doing. It feels really weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it. Like it borderline angers me.
Any high accuracy quartz watches that have caught your eye? I still want to check out one of those The Citizens, their highest level of watch. I'd love to see what they can do in person. I've never seen one. Yeah, I'm switching
High
it back to-
accuracy quartz. Now, what do you mean by that though? Like, because quite frankly, the G-Shock Bling Master is high accuracy. It's never wrong.
So I would say anything that's not atomic sync or radio wave
Okay.
control, that's just self-contained on its own.
Okay.
And it's usually between 10 seconds a year. Bruce, you still doing your Lego builds? Not as much, but yeah, I love Legos. Every year we buy Legos and we build them as a family at Christmas time. And we were actually at the Lego store not too long ago looking at awesome stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Legos, man. I buy the modulars. I need to buy some Star Wars. I need to buy some of their other cool stuff, the Mustang build.
Trying to keep up with some of the comments.
Yeah.
He's better at it.
Hey, sexy boys. Get out of here.
Who is that?
No name.
Oh wait, I'm married. Never mind.
Do you still own your ball watch? I don't. I have a good friend. He asked if he could buy it, and I said, yeah, sure. So no, I don't have it. Are old vintage Grand Seicos worth buying? I think almost anything is worth buying if you get a decent price and you enjoy the watch. I mean, that's why we're in the hobby, is for enjoyment, right?
Yeah, only you can justify your purchase.
But if you got to make sure you can properly maintain it. So know a good watchmaker who knows what they're doing, can properly, you know.
That can be scary with.
Yeah, because sometimes you got to buy a watch for parts, right? Just to keep your thing
Yeah.
going. So vintage,
Which again is not, it shouldn't be a
Like
deal
tennis.
breaker.
yeah.
Just calculate that into your owning of it.
Thoughts on the Corvette C8 as a Brit? I'm jealous. We were talking about that today.
Yeah, that's an amazing
Oh my
car.
goodness, yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
And
that.
and like, it's hard to say affordable, but like we kind of do the same thing with watches because this is an affordable Rolex,
Yeah.
right? So like that new Corvette is an affordable supercar because
is.
that's legitimately what it is.
Because you can't really buy a true mid-engine supercar with history and performance for under 100,000, right?
No,
I mean, it's kind of just groundbreaking what they're
Yeah.
doing. Thoughts on the Bauman Mercier Clifton Bowmatic COSC? I hate to say it, but I'm not familiar with it. I don't think I've really been grabbed by any B&M watches.
Jim, you put screen protectors on your Pro Treks. I'm super easy on my watches. I have not scratched one yet. I actually bought a Pro Trek off from Adam, and it already had a scratch on it. To that $500 to $600 range. That's more expensive than a screen protector. So if the screen protector works, then I've never tried one. Maybe I should do a sample on one. But if they're working for you, then go for it.
Do you guys know Fed or John P? I've talked to Fed a couple times. He's a really nice guy. I don't know John, but if I'm ever in that area, I'd love to get lunch
Oh,
with
yeah,
him. Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And on Feds, he just did a video not too long ago, like who he would want to meet in the YouTube thing, and he said it was us too. We were the number
Really?
one. No, that's not true.
Oh, I was like, I missed
No,
that.
that's not true at all.
Oh.
That's what he would have said though.
Sarks 45 or Sarks 47, which one would you buy? I'd probably go 45 if it was me. I mean, can you really go wrong with either one though?
I don't know which one's which.
Oh, it's all
I'm
good.
bad with part numbers.
Tissot cases are China made plus a lot more Swiss, but don't want to hurt people's feelings. Hey man, lots of stuff's machined and made in China. It doesn't mean that it's crap. So,
No, not at all.
no. Rob is handsome. Work calls. Thanks for staying in. Hey, Mike Presley, what's up, man? 2 thumbs up. We got to get lunch this week, man.
That's our cue to go.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. My family's getting home. I'm gonna have 2 little girls in here real soon.
So we're signing off, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome being on the live.
And
show.
I got him. He only wanted to do 30 minutes, so I got him to go way longer than we planned on doing.
Yeah.
So, but thanks for viewing, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next chat.
Yeah. Thanks. See ya.
Adios.